truck hammers, alternator screams. He got his amp running lean and mean. Has a signal reaches coast to coast. His amp builds are better than most. He's got zero reflect. No fancy shop, just his iron and fire. Dreams wired up with quiet desire. Each amp a beast, a story told by hands that build, not hands that fold. Jersey roads are chanting me. That truck still holds the dream. In the back, a box that glows. 1, 2, 3's the name that knows. Big bird like they scream and fly.
How you doing, honey? Come here. Hello, everybody. What's happening? Hey, Molly. Come here, Molly. What are you doing? Come here. Come here, Molly. Come here. What's going on, everybody? Say hi, Molly. You gonna say hi? You gonna wave? Molly. Hey, give me a wave. Molly. You sit. You sit. You give me a wave? Hi. How are you? You gonna wave to everybody? Say what's happening. You good girl. What's happening? Molly. Come on, do something. Do something. You good girl. What's happening with you? You don't know? You waving? You gonna say hello? Hi. Say hello. Hello. Hi. You gotta talk like dog. Get you to talk, huh? All right. What's going on, everybody? Glad you could join me tonight. Try to get into this little unit real quick. This is a 2-drive and 8 454s, and it runs really good. I went back and reviewed the 2290 video, and it ran. This one runs just a smidge better than that one because the transistors or the drive stage allows this thing to get up and scat a little bit. With that said, here you go. Here's my version of a 2x8. The South Jersey line. 2 454s in here. Now these got little 3 chips in here, so the hotter radios work pretty good with them. We did a 2879 driver stage and 2879 main output. But this is what the customer was looking for, and this is what I made him. So 2 454s driving 8 2879s. Pretty good regular business in the back end of this thing. You have a 5/16 bolt for ground, and then you have 3 black power wires. Yeah, I choose black sometimes, but we know what they are. They hook up to the B+. They hook up to the B+. So the thickness of this wire, as you can see, is greater than the size of my bolt, 5/16. So I could have really probably did this unit with just 2 6-gauge power wires, but I chose to put 3 in here. I have a nice, this is what you would say the old 16 transistor relay would be in here, and it clicks and clacks. Has a tip 41 King transistor, so still have a lot of the really good stuff, especially the fan kit. It's filtered on the intake and on the voltage end of it. It all has filtering to it, and it hooks up to the remote jack. So remind yourselves when you take the cover off of this unit when you get it. Now I ask everybody to simply take, once you get the unit unpacked, take it apart, take the lid off and take your time and inspect everything in here. Make sure there's nothing came loose or anything got shifted in shipping or anything. It's a requirement from me. Now some guys, they put will void your warranty stickers on an amplifier, which is kind of hilarious, but yeah, they don't want you to look inside of their nasty work, I guess. I don't know. That's what they used to do. But I had never did that. I encourage the guys to open up the equipment that I build and take a good look at it. As I show you plenty of visuals and still pictures of the units I build, you can always see if something's out of place. It will stick out like a sore thumb, especially in one of the units that I build, because it's neat and clean. So with that said, we're going to get into this unit. We're going to drive it with my Dustin R&R Cobra 29, and it'll show you the performance on how this thing is running in and out. So we'll go over that, and then we'll step up the voltage a little bit, not a lot, like 3/4 of a volt, just to show you that it does have room to grow. Now with that said, voltage, fan people, this is not your enemy. Voltage is not your enemy. Your enemy is your coax length and your standing wave. That's your worst enemy. I had heard so many tattletale stories. Johnny said this, Jimmy said that. I'll tell you firsthand from the horse's mouth, all of these transistors that we use today, the 1446s, the 2290s, the 2879s, the 2879Cs, they all can handle voltage. Some can handle more than others, but that said, if you have a driver, you're not going to take and hook your driver up to 18 volts and expect it to do like a 3-pill wattage out of a 2-transistor unit. You're just asking for way too much. So keep that in mind when you have introduced standing wave, and everybody has it. And they're a damn liar if they say they don't have any standing wave in their system. They have standing wave somewhere. And you could have common mode in your standing wave as well. And that's when the bird slugs or your reflex slugs or your main standing wave will readjust. And you'll see, oh, I turn on this box and my standing wave goes nuts. That has a play on how these transistors do work. And there is a lot of truth to that. But the amplifiers are built into a 50 ohm load, meaning they want to see 50 ohms, like really, really close to that 50 ohms. So it's very important that your antenna is in alignment of what we're trying to do here, because if you introduce a bad interruption, you're going to have a bad result, and typically an amplifier breaking or something failing in the amplifier due to what? Common mode or standing wave. So if you don't understand what common mode is, that's a third voltage that runs on the outside of your coax, on the outside jacket of it. And that's when you say, oh, I snap some ferrite on here and I can stop that problem. Yeah, that is part of the choke problem that you're trying to do. You're trying to quit the communications, even though your standing wave's good on your analyzer, but something's not grounded properly. You have a lot of common mode come through your equipment. But that's typically at higher levels of output. So if you have common mode problems with a 2-pill or a 4-pill or 5-pill, something like that, then the amp probably, or your radio probably isn't tuned properly. And that would cause the same characteristic problems of what a common mode would be. Common mode typically happens when you really light up an antenna system, big watts. There is other ways you can do a balun. You can do a coaxial balun and all kinds of other ways on your base station stuff to control that. But for a mobile, you don't have all of these options. You have a quarter wave antenna, and it's kind of a butthole of all the antennas. It sees everything around, and it tells on the standing wave. And if you see it, if it sees a tree, your antenna sees a tree, or multiple antennas sees a tree, a truck, a semi, a bridge, or any of that stuff, if you ever keyed and were on the key and you pass the semi and you see your reflect go whap in the corner, then you're trying to let off that key, but then, you know, you step on the gas and you get around the semi and you keep on the key. But it's just one of those things. When you're in a mobile, you have a lot of obstacles to avoid. That's why a lot of guys take, and Mark Lodos, happy birthday to you. That's why a lot of guys take and try to find a field, and they go out and park in their mobile and somewhere open and not bothering anybody. Going down the highway, it's a little bit more challenging, especially when you get higher power, because the more power you have out, sometimes it's going to come back to you. So as far as the transistors going, if you need a few more watts out of these boxes, yes, you can go out there and run them at 15.8. You can run them at 16 volts, and you can do it in DX. But with that said, the disclaimer is you have to watch your heat, because you're making more power typically, so you're going to make more heat. With that said, I have a very good cooling system on equipment that I build. I can't say and state that for other folks. So I have two 106 CFM fans on this kit, and they work really good. They're not just pushing a little bit of air and circling stuff around. It's pounding air into this equipment, so it definitely helps keep them cool. As far as the rest of the transistors go, I truly believe for what we have right now, North is doing good with the transistors. Everybody's seen videos and people are making calls. What about this mystery pill and this? It's nothing new. It's something that's been in the works for the last 4 years, guys. 2879D or an 8-chip component. It's all the same difference. At the end of the day, you got to get the circuit right. And as far as what we have now, the stuff's working, and it's working pretty damn good. If you can't get your boxes to work with what we have, and we all have the same shake of the dice here, we all have 2879s or 2879Cs or 454s or 2290s. We all have the same materials to build with, but we all don't have the same skill set. So some guys will do better than the other guy, and the other guys that don't do better, oh, I don't like this pill, I don't like this transistor, it's no good. I don't know how many times I have to key up a box to prove how good these transistors are. Now in the past, yeah, I used to drive the bejesus out of them. Don't see me doing that too much these days. I want you guys to be really successful. A lot of the shootout stuff is kind of dying off. It really is. There's a half dozen trucks out there that are competitive, but you're fighting the same guys at just a different field for a different call that day. So that said, good for the shooter guys. Look out for the skippers, skip guys. Watch your heat. As far as you want to volt up a box a little bit, you sure can. As long as you got a good standing wave and you have all your jumpers correct and that box is happy, absolutely you can volt it. But if your stuff isn't right, it's not going to work out for you, and it's just going to turn out you're spending a bunch of money for no reason. So let's light this thing up and get her to go. Turn on some stuff. All right. I'm going to take and set this lid down here. Light this thing up. So we're going to take and roll this thing all the way back. We're going to be running this power supply up here for now, and I will use the amp meters that are provided in both the pieces of equipment there. All right, as far as the slugs go, we're going to look at 5-watt slug here, input reflection going back to my radio, and 25-watt slug showing my radio power going into this unit. Now on the output side of this, I'll change these slugs real quick because I was testing something earlier. Output side of this here, we're going to look at a 1,000 watt slug analog and a 2,500 watt slug analog, RMS and peak. So we'll put that peak off, and then we'll look at the 2,500 watt slug here in the digital Dave and RMS's peak as well. So let's take and get this show on the road. All right, let's see if we get a key here. Everything's working. I don't see nothing working yet. Alright, there we got something working there. Alright, here we go. Let's just look at the drive of the radio right quick. Now the amp is all the way down, 14.5 on the radio. Audio, 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 audio. So we're hanging out right around 9 bird in this one. Here's the input reflect going back to the radio, 1, 2, 5-watt slug, audio, 1, 2, 3 and 4/10 of a watt. Now let's take a look at this RMS here real quick in the analogs. 1,000 watt slug, each line is 20 watts. Audio, audio, half scale, audio, 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 audio. We're hanging out right around 420. Let's look at the 2,500 scale, each line's 50. Audio, 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 audio. So it's like 450 almost. And RMS here. Audio, 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 audio. 425, 450. All right, let's took a peek, tweak a peeker, audio. So 14, 14, 25. Now, this is with the potentiometer all the way down. Now, when I turn it all the way up, you're going to see it climb a bit, but it's not going to be outrageous. All right, so RMS and peak do have to come hand in hand. Audio, audio, audio. This is a 2,500 watt peak slug, audio, audio, audio. We're hanging out right around 1250 peak, and that is just tickling the amp for the most part. So you turn the potentiometer up, and this is a driver. So we'll just go from low to high, and then you guys can figure out the in-between for the most part. And carrier. All right. So let's take a look now at radio drive again. Audio, 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 audio. All right, now we're looking at, it's showing me right around 8, 8.25. And here's your input reflection, audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is right about 1/2 watt. Now, let's take a look at our 1,000 watt scale. Audio, 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 audio. So about 900 watts. Let's look at this real quick. Here's your amperage, audio, 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 audio. 122 amps. Not bad at all. Well, let's take a look at the peaker tweaker here. Audio, peaker, tweaker, audio, 2,500 watt scale, audio, audio, audio. About 1650. Let's look at it here on the digital. Audio, audio, 18, audio, 17, 18. And let's look at the RMS here on this one. Audio as well. Audio 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Digitals are kind of hard to follow, but it just gives you guys an idea the difference between the analog and the digital. And listen, we've been using same slugs and same meters and for a long time. But at the end of it all, you just do a performance test and just kind of just kick it forward. So if you take in, look at your phase angles through your jumpers on this, normally it'd be a half a wavelength from your radio down to your piece of equipment. And then if you're using this for a driver for something, it's either going to be a half a wavelength or a quarter of a wavelength in between this piece and your next piece. So it's not going to, normally it's not going to be that 3 or that 9. Sometimes it does happen. That's why you need to take and hook up the bird and check what you need. The amplifier is going to tell you exactly what it needs every time. The birds are going to help you determine that. So let's take and look at this one last time, and then we're going to bring up the voltage on it a bit. And we'll just take a look at the digital here. Look at this one here. Audio, 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 RMS, audio 850, we'll call it. And here's your peaker, and a tweaker. Audio, audio, audio. 1825, it hits the most. And let's look at an amperage and voltage. Audio, audio, audio. 121, 2, or 3. So you can kind of do the math on that to help you figure out the peak. In the meantime, I'm going to switch over to voltage. We're going to light this one up, and we're just going to bring a little bit more volts in here. Let's see where our volts are set at when we're loaded. We're running right about 14.8 up there. Audio, so 15.6, not quite 3/4 of a volt. So not quite 3/4 of a volt. So let's see what happened with the radio. There we go. Audio, 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 audio. About 8, 8.5, 8.5 or so. Input reflection, audio, 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 audio. Smidge over 1. I mean half of a watt. 1000 watt slug. Let's see what happens analog. Audio, 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 audio. So right about 1000 watts. Jeremy, what size amp? Sir, it is a 2 driving 8, 2 454s driving 82879 standard HGs. Alright, now here is your peaker tweaker and 2500 watt slug. Peaker, tweaker, audio, 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 audio. Show me around 18, a little plus 18. Let's look at the digital here, RMS. Audio, 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 975, 950. And here's your peaker, tweaker, audio, 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 1950 to 2000. So yeah, if you went back and looked at the 2290 driving 82879 standards, it did a little bit less on the peak. The RMS was still about the same. It's just that extra little peak that comes off those 454s. So they definitely perform really well. So take a look inside this again. These little show and tell. So at the end of the day, guys, no one is reinventing the wheel. There's no super mystery part that's going to save the world as far as what transistors we have to pick from. This is pretty limited what we have. You have to make do with what you have and do the best you can. So like I said, a lot of the videos that I've been instructing is showing you the proper way to drive stuff and be really successful. And yes, if you do want to increase your, if you really want to increase your output power just a little bit, yes, you can bring up the voltage on it. You are not stuck anywhere. There's one guy, I swear to goodness sakes, he just says, you can't volt these transistors. You can't drive these transistors. Man, my eye is twitching thinking about what I heard, and I can't unhear it, but at the end, if anybody knows me, believe you me, I am telling you the dang gone truth. So, Robbie, you said your Mo Watts is still rocking. Well, I appreciate it, man. That means you're doing it right. You're doing it right. I don't want to see a bunch of repairs. You don't see them come through here very often. When the guys do mess them up, they know what they did wrong. They're like, one guy said, I don't even want to call you. And I was like, I don't have to say anything. You already know what you did. So, how many amps did that pull? Yeah, good one. I'll turn that back on for you. many amps you pulling? Here's my pull. Audio, 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 128. Audio, 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 15.6. Audio, 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 peaker tweaker, audio, RMSer, and a peaker tweaker, audio, audio, input reflection, audio, audio, radio drive. Well, there you have it, man. There you go, Eddie. Hopefully that answered your question. Check engine light, check engine light, check engine light, check engine light. That's just regular talking. Check engine light, 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 check engine light. Yeah, there you go. Check engine light. That'd be a good handle. Everybody be looking at their dash. Hey, check engine light. Molly, where you at, baby? Hey, Molly, Bo. What's going on? Hi. You gonna sit? What's going on? You gonna wave to everybody, Molly? Come on, you ate dinner. Now you're all tired. You need to do this before you eat, huh? Huh? You gonna wave? Molly. Molly. Yeah, you good girl. You wave it. Now you gonna tell me about it? You gonna tell me all about it? You got a runny nose? Think everybody's getting a little sick around here, huh? Row, row, row. Ruff, are you sick? Roof. No, you're not sick. You don't get sick, do you? Some days you just don't feel good. Really? Do you sneeze? Yes, you do. I know you do. You say, I chewy. I say, yep. Okay. You gonna wave? Molly. Uh-huh. What happened? Really? All right. Go on in there. Here, let's get a roller. You want a roller, Molly? Come on, let's get a roller. Ready? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, Linda. Come here. Sit. 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 Ready? You're gonna go get it. Ready? Go get it. Roll. Roll it. Get it. Roll it. Oh! Went under the chair. Went under the chair. Oh, you got robbed. Here. Here, you try this one. There you go. Get your cookie. All right, guys. Well, hey, listen, thanks for hanging out, seeing what's up. South Jersey. It's a good song. I'll let you play this one out and we're rolling. Yeah, you're right about that, Robbie. Tweaker, 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 audio, tweaker, tweaker, audio. Like that. Thanks, Nutty. Nutty, buddy. All right, Sledgehammer. Appreciate it, brother. Thanks for watching. No DX. Got this all set up pretty good. Ready to go? No DX. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Slide to the left. Say bye, Molly. You say see ya? Come here. Come here. Hurry up. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Come here. Linda, sit. Sit. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Wave. Bye. Molly? Yeah? Go get a drink of water. Well, you're ready to hurl. Go get a drink. All right, guys. I'm sliding out of here. Take care. God bless. Thanks for watching. Happy New Year's. South Jersey on right here. I'm gone. I wrote that song. It's supposed to say 10,000 watts, not W. Didn't proofread it. As a AI music thing. Hey, Happy New Year, Lou. Way down there in the Tampa area, Florida. Woo! All right, guys, thank you so much. I'm out of here. God bless.